I have really felt no different than one of the guys. I'd say that initially the toughest part was that there were very few peers. There were no other female senior vice presidents when I joined. Since that time, we've added 4, but my favorite times are when I'm working with the really smart engineers and developers who come up with the most unique and creative situations. And to know that I have the honor and responsibility of leading them through some tough times. This system that you see around us was conceived and delivered in a short span of months. That's what I love most about being in technology, is that you get to solve problems.
And in officiating, we utilize technology every day. We couldn't perform our jobs effectively without it. From our NFL Vision software that we use to evaluate and train our game officials, to the technology we're using in Art McNally Game Day Central on game day to consult as part of the instant replay process in real time with the officials at the stadium.
I started my love of football as a little girl, and sort of was able to live that at Auburn, working in the athletic department, working very closely with Coach Dye and Sue Locklear and all that gang. And so I always had in the back of my mind that I wanted to be in sports. I was doing fantasy and went to the site, to careers at the bottom, and saw it, and I was like, I don't know anybody, this will never happen. Went home and told my husband. He goes, Michelle, it sounds just like you have to apply. Somehow, you know, wormed my way in to get a face-to-face interview. They wanted to do a phone screen to begin with, and I said, you know what, I happened to be in Manhattan that day, which, little secret, I wasn't going to be in Manhattan that day, but I made sure that I was. I figured I only get one shot at a first impression, so we did it in person. I hit it off really well with the recruiter. And I think they sort of had someone in mind, and I was late to the party, and so then that took a few months, and then they offered me the job. It's been great ever since. You know, Auburn is a really, I don't have to tell you, but it's a very special place, and I was struck by my recent visit how much has changed, but how little has changed. So the buildings look different. There are more of them. They're a lot fancier than they were when I was there. But the students are the same. It's as if the type of student that chooses to go to Auburn and the type of parents who choose to send their kids to Auburn are still the same. And I always go back to the Auburn Creed. If you read it line by line, those are the values that live at Auburn, and those can guide you in life. I learned just an incredible work ethic, incredible relationship skills. Give people the benefit of the doubt. The high road, although hard at times, is always the best road to travel. I learned all that at Auburn.